The rain wouldn't stop. It fell in steady sheets over the city of Bellhaven, drumming on rooftops, cascading off gutters, and soaking the sidewalks in silvery puddles. Most people hurried indoors under canopies or inside cars, but not everyone had that luxury. At the corner of 9th and Willow, a young woman named Grace stood shivering at a bus stop. Her coat was thin, her backpack heavy, and her shoes had long since surrendered to the rain. Grace was a final-year nursing student, juggling late-night shifts, studies, and a part-time diner job to make ends meet. That night had already broken her. She'd been soaked during her shift, yelled at by a patient's family, and then missed the last bus. As she stood there alone, clutching her books to her chest, the cold felt bone-deep. She blinked back tears. Then came a voice. "You look like you could use this more than me." She turned. A man in his 70s, gray coat buttoned to his neck, extended an old black umbrella. His face was weathered but kind, eyes soft behind round glasses. He was dry. She was not. She shook her head. "No, really, I'm fine." "I insist," he said, gently but firmly. "The rain's not stopping anytime soon, and I live just 2 blocks away." She hesitated, then took it. "Thank you," she whispered. "Get home safe," he replied, then walked off into the rain. Grace watched him go, shrinking into the downpour until he vanished around the corner. She never even asked his name. Years passed, Grace graduated, passed her board exams, got hired at St. Mary's Hospital. She married a teacher named Jordan and had a baby boy. Life moved forward, slowly at first, then all at once. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the Bellhaven skyline, a code blue rang out in the emergency wing. An elderly man had collapsed at the city library. Cardiac arrest? Paramedics had performed CPR, but his pulse was faint. Grace was called in as part of the emergency team. She entered the room and froze. The man on the table was familiar, his face thinner now, paler, but unmistakable. The Umbrella Man. It had been nearly a decade since that rainy night, yet she remembered his voice like yesterday. "You look like you could use this more than me." Time warped. She pushed forward and helped stabilize him. Hours passed. He was admitted, diagnosed, and treated. She visited him every day, even when she was off duty. Brought him soup. Sat by his side when he was sleeping. Made sure he never felt alone. One rainy morning, weeks into his recovery, the man turned to her and asked, "Why are you doing all this for an old man like me?" Grace smiled. "Because once, a long time ago, you gave me an umbrella." He blinked, confused. "Outside a bus stop. I was soaked, cold. You didn't know me, but you helped anyway. That night changed my life. I made it home safe. I didn't get sick. I didn't miss my exams the next day. I didn't give up. All because of you." Tears filled the man's eyes. "I remember now," he said softly. "You were just a girl, with books and soaked shoes. And you were a stranger with kindness?" She reached into her bag and pulled out a wrapped box. "I got you something." Inside was a brand new umbrella, black, sturdy, and engraved on the handle. One small act can echo forever. He clutched it like a treasure. "You didn't have to," he whispered. "No," she said, "but I wanted to. Because kindness, it always comes back." Today, Grace keeps the old umbrella in her office. Above her desk hangs a small plaque with 7 words. "Be the reason someone keeps going."